Recently, US has imposed a tariff hike of 25% on India. But beyond that, they have also warned that India may face severe even more tariff hikes. To what extent that more tariff hikes can go has no limit as per USA. Some people say, some of the politicians are stating it is 500%, some of the politicians are stating 100% increase in tariff if India continues to buy Russian oil. Now in this statement, we need to give it a moment and appreciate the subtleness with which some of the Western countries such as USA and European nations, how subtle they are when they are being hypocrite. It was not alarming for them when Israel was bombing Gaza and killing 500 women and children, but it was very alarming and they had put up arrest warrant against Putin if Russia was attacking Ukraine. So we have immense amount of example how West and Western nations have been hypocrite. Today, here we are to discuss another example of extreme hypocrisy exhibited by not only USA but also European nations. Hello and welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we will again be discussing, because we previously had one more discussion about US and European nations, NATO nations for that matter, were also warning India that India may face sanctions, although we also discussed that NATO nation is a military organization and they have absolutely no right to put up economic sanctions on countries like India. So in this video, we will be discussing about the hypocrisy exhibited by USA as well as European Union when India tries to carry out oil trade with Russia, or for that matter, China tries to carry out oil trade with Russia. Now, talking about the hypocrisy which they are displaying, especially USA, when US is talking about 25% tariff, then they are trying to threaten India that they will be imposed with more amount of tariff. But on the other hand, one of the media person in USA also asked Donald Trump that what about US buying nuclear supplies? There are so many uranium compounds, chemicals, fertilizers that US continues to buy. What about them? So Donald Trump simply answers, I don't know, but I'll get back to you on this. So there is no information that US president has regarding US carrying out import from Russia, and they are blaming India. And if you publicly at a media press conference, if you are claiming this, that US has no idea, the American president has no idea that US continues to import chemicals, fertilizers and so many other goods that we will see today. US continues to import all of them and they are not expressive about it. In fact, they are charging tariff on all other countries who continues to buy Russian oil. So this is the hypocrisy we are talking about. Where did it all begin? It began with the 25% tariff hike on import from India. So if the goods, Indian goods are being sold in USA, so they are about to experience approximately August 7th, they have stated, August 7th onwards, they are about to experience 25% tariff hike. European Union also is no less. They have also put up sanctions on Naira. In fact, Microsoft did not allow Naira to use its own website, its software, its technology, because Naira is largely having a good amount of stake of Rosneft. Rosneft is a Russian oil company. Naira itself is a conglomeration of businesses. There are so many companies who have invested in Naira. And if we talk about which company has invested the most, it is the Russian oil company. So US had also imposed on the refined petroleum being sold from Naira. Apart from this, import of refined oil made from, import of the crude oil that India imports, and if it is refined, processed and sold from India, that has also been banned by European Union. So, talking about what has been the response, India largely remained silent because to a great extent India avoids confrontation and war-like scenarios, debate-like scenarios with majority of the nations. For a long period of time, India continued to remain mum. But on the Monday morning and Monday onwards, India has continued to retaliate through facts and figures, and we have started showing image, rather showing mirror to USA and European nations in terms of how are they carrying out trade with Russia. So talking about some of this, if we talk about the imports, that why did India start importing from Russia at the first place, we have shown, or we have discussed it previously as well, that India, when the Russia-Ukraine war had started in 2021, when Russia-Ukraine was ongoing, or it had started, so India was importing Russian crude by only 1%. Only 1 or 2% was India's import of crude oil from Russia. But it was only after Western countries had put up sanctions on Iran, on Venezuela, so all other channels have been closed down. India was largely now reliable on Russia. In fact, some of the West Asian countries through which India was carrying out oil imports, Saudi Arabia ho gaya, Iran ho gaya, Iraq ho gaya, these were some of the countries through which India was carrying out imports. And as soon as Russia-Ukraine war started, all of these West Asian supplies were diverted to Europe. So at that time, US has encouraged that India is responsible for stabilizing energy market, because whatever was West Asia producing, that was largely ending up in European Union. So US was not getting crude oil refined products, they were relying on Indian products. That time they had appreciated India that you are responsible for stabilizing energy market. We have an evidence here from, this was posted on May 11th, 2024. He is the American ambassador to India, and he had stated that India brought Russian oil because we wanted somebody to buy Russian oil. US itself is accepting this fact that India bought Russian oil because we wanted them to buy Russian oil. So US is itself claiming the intention was, if nobody buys Russian oil, so whatever be the total supply coming from West Asia, coming from South America, coming from Russia, so now Russian supplies will be cut off to the entire world. So the supply has gone down, but the demand continues, though this will lead to oil surge. Prices of oil will surge. We did not want the global oil price to surge, so we wanted India to buy. That is why we were appreciative of this fact that India continued to buy initially the Russian oil. This is the evidence where this is an evidence that we are trying to show, mirror to USA, that this is how hypocrite they are. Okay? So US had encouraged India for stabilizing the energy market. If we talk about, as of now, how is the involvement of America with Russian products? So uranium hexafluoride is one of the key inputs to the nuclear industry. Uranium hexafluoride, or for that matter palladium, and all of these products are largely imported by USA from Russia. In fact, Russia accounts for close to 60% of the world's palladium deposit. And obviously, because they have the abundance of it and they are facing sanctions, so whoever is ready to buy, Russia is ready to sell. So US has continued to buy palladium, or for that matter uranium hexafluoride. Palladium is used for electronic vehicle industry. Other than this, US itself is buying fertilizer as well as chemical and precious stones from Russia. This is a graph that Russia is exporting, who are the biggest export partners of Russia. So which are the countries to which Russia is largely exporting. Okay? So obviously India and China has a very large share. This is about 2023. But if we talk beyond India and China, it is Turkey, a NATO nation. Then we have Kazakhstan, Japan, Taipei, and European Union almost buys equivalent to Turkey. So European Union is also one of the biggest buyers of Russian fossil fuel. If we talk about European Union, so as we discussed, Belgium has also warned, European Union for that matter has also warned India that India should not buy Russian crude oil, because in that way India is funding and India is not worried about people dying in Ukraine. So let's talk about European Union. European Union import of LNG. In 2022 and 24, if we try to compare, 2022 May it was 15.21 million tons. In 2022, European Union was importing LNG from Russia and the quantity was 15.21 million tons. But this increased in 2024 to 16.5 million tons. Additionally, if we talk about European Union's import, so 87% of European Union imports are largely lying in three countries, that is Spain, France and Belgium. So it is these countries, it is the same Belgium's capital Brussels that is as of now warning India that India should stop importing Russian crude oil, whereas they themselves are importing LNG. This graph actually shows how much amount of LNG is being bought by France from Russia, bought by Spain, brought by Belgium and other nations. Even in the third year, they have continued to surge the LNG imports. Now, talking about EU's total trade with Russia. EU's total trade with Russia is in 2024 has been 67.5 billion euros. European Union's total trade with Russia has been 67.5 billion euros. India's total trade with Russia is just 68.7 billion euros. So, if EU claims that India should not carry out trade with Russian oil, we first need to ask European Union that you look into the trade figures of your continent or your grouping. If we talk about February 2022 onwards, so it was approximately the time the war was getting escalated. February 2022 onwards, European Union has bought gas, and this is a very, very alarming number. European Union has bought gas which is worthy of 75% of Russia's military budget in 2024. I will repeat this fact. Starting February 2024, European Union has bought gas from Russia which is equivalent to 75% of its military budget, and that clarifies this fact that European Union is also proving itself to be a hypocrite when they are asking India to not buy the Russian crude. Now, talking about the real intentions, now coming to the point that why all of this tariff discussions, why all of this, is it genuinely that US is concerned about people of Ukraine? If it was genuinely concerned about Ukraine, we have had such incident wherein Russian president, wherein American president and Ukrainian president fought in front of the international media. So if US was genuinely interested in the pain of Ukraine, that incident also would not have taken place. So in that case, what is the genuine intention of Russia? Now here, if we try to trace back what has happened since Donald Trump has come to power. Since Donald Trump coming to power in 2024, there has been too much discussions between India and USA in negotiating a trade agreement. ठीक है, अब इस ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट में USA says that India, because you are imposing very high tariff, that this is an evidence that India is a very high tariff nation, says the American president. As per America, India is imposing very high tariff, so US also wants to put up reciprocal tariff. ठीक है. So they have given examples of manufacturing industries, agriculture, fertilizer sector. In various areas, India has put up high tariff. Now India's explanation is, of course we will be putting up high tariff because in your country agricultural sector is a business conglomerate. In my country agriculture sector is the poor man's food. I cannot compromise the poor man's food by allowing your business conglomerate to come and interfere and manipulate the trade, manipulate the agricultural market in India. I need to protect my agriculture market, and that has caused a lockhead between India and USA. So the real intention, what we are expecting, that US is not, or US as of now is least bothered about the pain and sufferings of the Ukrainian people. What US is much more worried about is they want India to bring down the agricultural tariffs so that American agricultural producers can enter into India and sell off their produce. On the other hand, India wants to follow protectionism in terms of agricultural prices, also because we have spoken about it with World Trade Organization, and World Trade Organization has also agreed that we understand for countries like developing countries like India, Brazil, China for that matter, they should allow protectionism to agriculture sector because it will ensure food security. So for a long period of time, India has tried to protect its agricultural sector, the farming sector, because it ensures food security, and we cannot allow our farmers to continue trading in competition with the business conglomerates of USA. So that we are expecting that US, by increasing the tariff, by warning India that we will increase the tariff any further, US is basically trying to bring India to the negotiating table that you should agree that your agricultural prices should come down. On the other hand, Thanks to our Prime Minister, he has not agreed to all of this. They have also, the Prime Minister, the entire cabinet, the government ministry itself, MEA itself, they have spoken about the hypocrisy of USA, they have spoken about European Union, and our Prime Minister as of now has re-emphasized on Atmanirbhar Bharat. They have re-emphasized on this fact that let us not get dependent on other countries for the production of goods, let us produce the goods in India itself. India is already executing so many programs such as Make in India, PLI scheme, interest subvention scheme. We are actually trying to promote the manufacturing sector, agriculture sector and services sector by producing goods in India. And by that means, we have also shown to the world by example that India can surge in its own defense exports. If we talk about defense exports, US is the largest defense importer of India's defense equipments. If we sell off defense equipments, US is one such country who is buying largest amount of defense goods from India in terms of the subparts only, but it is. So India is now not getting drifted away or not getting bogged down by the hypocrisy exhibited by Western nations or for that matter USA. India is now moving towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we are trying to reduce our reliance on all such countries who have stood with India at certain points, and now as of now, just because the business deals are not working in their favor, they are trying to warn India. This is how India has tried to retaliate, and this is how we are trying to strengthen the country. With that, we come to the end of this topic. If you have any doubt, please do let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much and all the very best.